Hey Stitchers, it's Joy here, and this is my Flosstube episode 2. A big, high, crazy number, I know. My first one, I think, was back in August of 25, so it has been a minute. But I do have a lot of fun things to share with you, and I'm super excited about that. I'm going to start off with my FFOs because I have a few of those, and I'm excited about them. So we're just going to start with that. So I'm going to switch my camera where we have both cameras. So that way I can also look at you and talk when I'm also doing this and talking, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a fall one, and I don't think I would have shared this one with you, but if I did, sorry. But this is one of my favorites. This is from Primrose Cottage, and this is the Hello Autumn, and it is really super cute. Obviously, I changed up how I wanted this to look. So I picked obviously my own color conversion and different fabrics. So what did I use here? I used Weeks Dye Works Tiger's Eye 32 count linen. I love this. It is so pretty. I'm going to hold it up this way because I think sometimes the color looks a little better. I saw that on Fat Quarter Shop, and I'm like, that makes sense. Lights are different, but how cute is that? So I did that, and I used Topsoil Color and Cotton. I used Pumpkin Harvest. Isn't that a pretty kind of peachy pumpkin from Classic Colorworks? Cozy Sweater from Color and Cotton. Queen Bee from Classic Colorworks, and Nature Trail from Classic Colorworks. So I went a bit softer with my colors than here, and I think this is really pretty. I just wanted to do it different. And then I did the Chenille, and I don't even know where the rest of that is to tell you what it is. I'm so sorry, guys. I thought I had everything, and I don't know where that is. I'll have to find that. From Lady Dots Create, and I stitched it on. I still need to rough it up a little bit more, but I hand stitched it on. This is from someone who barely knows how to sew anything. So this is a big deal for me, but I love it. Cute fabric, cut open the back, stitched it on. You can see my stitches are wonky. I need to get pinking shear so this piece could look a lot prettier, but I love it. I mean, you can see some of my stitches here. So when I just did one recently, I did much better. So you can kind of see that there. I'll get better, but I love it. And I stuffed it with the poly pellets and the fiber fill. That's what I did. So it can sit up a little, well, it's leaning, but love this one. Love this fabric. Really pretty. What I'm finding is that, I also used Weeks Dye Works in Sweet Potato. I must have used all of that one. What I'm finding is that I like 32 count. Linen, I've tried a couple times. It's a little bit harder for me, but I don't dislike it. I actually really, really like it a lot. I'm sticking my pillow in there. Okay. The next finish I did is this darling little pillow. This was from Primrose Cottage Sip and Stitch for fall of 25. There's a few more patterns in there. I just haven't got to them, but I loved this one, and I did the herringbone stitch on here, which I thought was really pretty. I think they may have had rickrack. I don't remember for sure. I'm not 100%. And then, of course, the cute little pin, but I love it. I love the little acorns and all of the pumpkins, the cute little crows and the leaf. This was just really cute and fun fabric on the back. So I love this. I don't remember what this is, though. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll get it together. And my other ones I have remembered. I just don't know. It's probably still in the box. Let me go see if I can find that. I'm going to pause this for a second. Hang tight. Okay. I think I found it. I think we're recording. Hold on. Okay, so this is the Platinum Zweigart Lugana 32 count. I love it. It's really pretty. I actually need to use this on a lot more other things. So I need to buy more of this because this I really, really like. So that is from that. Let me just get this back in here so I know. I just need to be a bit more organized. I feel so not organized with this stuff, and I need to be a bit more organized. Okay. Cute. Isn't this so cute? This is from Primrose Cottage, because remember, I live 45 minutes away from there. And I just love them so much. I think I did everything called for. I did. Yeah, I did. Because I did the vintage country mocha. I did almost. And then there was the finishing kit. I used parts of that. So this is the Halloween Quaker from Primrose. Really, really cute. Let me get my floss. And I used vintage country mocha, 32 count. That's exactly what it was called for. I got all of the floss for this. But I had some of this fun trim, and I thought, I'm going to put this on here. And I stitched this on, you guys. I did really good. Like, I'm super proud of myself. But this was a fun one. I've not done anything Quaker-esque. And I actually had a really good time with this. And I think what's really fun about some of these designs that I see like this, like I feel like you can take some of these little images out, make like a scissor fob, or make a cute little, like in the tiny little cross stitch rings, you could make those. That would be really cute. The pumpkin, the candy, like all kinds of things. And I just think this is really, really cute. And this was the fabric in the kit. I just picked a different, I think I forgot to sew this shut, but I picked a different felt for the back. I think that's something I'm doing that's me. I love turquoise, teals, aquamarine is my favorite. So I just get a piece of felt, that same color, and just stitch that on the back. So this one was super, super fun. I also loved this one. I didn't get it. I was really torn between these two. And my husband, JR, and my youngest son, Johnny, said I picked this one. So that is what I did. So there is that. That is finished. I've really been enjoying making the pillows. Like, I feel like I'm getting that down. Okay. This was Primrose Cottage. No. Fat Quarter Shop. Sorry. I think this was their stitch along, I think starting in July or August or something like that. I think it would have been July. Up on a rooftop. And oh my gosh, it was cute to stitch. That was my first stitch along, and I really had fun doing that. So I probably talked about this on my only other Flosstube, but I picked the 16 count. This is the Wichelt Perman Aida. This is Chalkboard Black. That's what I used on here. And this is what I just finished this weekend, because I'm like, I need to finish it. Part of the issue was I didn't get a lot of Christmas done at all. I was really into the fall and the Halloween, and I was having a good time with that. And then all of a sudden it was the end of November, and I'm like, I really need to work on some Christmas things. And then I got sick December 1st and was sick the whole month. So I didn't do hardly anything. Like, I'll show you a couple things that I did do kind of right before I got sick. And then the month just really kind of got away from me. So this past weekend, I wanted to finish this into a cute pillow. So I love going to Primrose Cottage, and this was a quilt kit. This was the free Pattern Friday kit for November of 2024. But I loved the patterns, the fabric in here. I almost said pattern paper. I'm a paper crafter, so I want to say pattern paper, but that's not it. Especially this one right here. So I thought this fabric to me goes perfect with this background, and I want to, kind of frame the cross stitch itself. I've not ever done that, and I'm sure it's probably super simple, but for someone who doesn't sew, who's just learning how to sew things, this came out really well. So I sewed my strips on and sewed my backing, something I need to get better at because it kind of puckers right here when I do my ladder stitch. So I need to go watch some more videos on people doing the ladder stitch because I know it's not supposed to look like. So for my last finish. I think I started it before December, and then, but I finished it really close to Christmas, or right after Christmas. Because I was sick up until then. Okay, so this is from Primrose Cottage. This is the Religious Christmas Trio, and I did the Silent Night. I changed everything, all the colors. I have a lot of red and white Christmas stuff, and I don't mind things being distressed a little, but this just didn't feel like it would go with my decor. So I picked a 28 count white Zweigart Lugana from Primrose. I would have gotten smaller, but they didn't have it smaller in the white, and I wanted a white. So, but that's totally fine. I think this turned out really, really, really cute. This is the vintage chenille from Lady Doc's Create. Stuffed it, have a cute little thing. I still need to get like a little brush to really get this all fluffed up, but I stitched it on there. Really super cute. I did Jingle Bell in Color and Cotton, Candy Apple in Color and Cotton, Shamrock in Color and Cotton, Jolly Holly in Classic Colorworks, and Color and Cotton Topsoil. So that's what I did for the little baby Jesus. My friend had brought me a cute little present, and she added this little nativity, and I thought, I'm going to attach that to this little pillow with a little bell and a little loop pin. I bought these from Tim Holtz. I think this bell might be from Tim Holtz too, but I'm not 100%. But yeah, I love this. I think it turned out really cute. I definitely want to stitch the other guys, and I will stitch it in the same color and everything. I'm not sure how I'll finish it. I don't know if it'll be a collection of pillows or how that's going to work, but this was really cute, and I really enjoyed stitching it, and especially because it was little and it was fast. So I felt like I got something done. Okay, there's one more thing. This was part of my paper crafting world, but involved stitching. And I work with quite a few companies, but one of the companies I work with is Honeybee Stamps. And Melissa from Honeybee Stamps released a bunch of stitching stuff for her Christmas release, which was really cute. And so I thought, I'm going to make these little tiny ornaments that you could give to somebody. What I thought was, like, if you're having like a Christmas dinner or Christmas Eve dinner, you could put these in their place settings, and then they can go home with a little keepsake, because I just attached them. So I made the card, really easy die cuts, paper die cuts, heat embossing, that kind of stuff. And then I stitched these and just used a straight pin and a bell. And then I did a straight pin and a little charm. So they have the charm and everything. And then they can just pull this off and hang this on their tree. This is something I thought I would share too, because it just was really cute, and I love these. So yeah, super fun. Let's start with my whips. I have a few. Yeah, I think I have 4 maybe. Okay, this is I have so much floss there. My husband loved this chart. We went to Primrose. He's quite the enabler, which is really, really sweet. And so he really liked this. He liked all the colors in it. This whole chart feels super overwhelming, but I thought at first, if I can just take little pieces and then eventually just start this, even if it takes me a long time, I think this is really, really cute. It's super fun and playful. And look at all those sweet little characters. So what I decided to do, because I love snowmen so much, I also love that gingerbread house. I thought that would be cute to make a little something. But anyways, I started here, and I started stitching this little guy. This was going to be for Christmas, so I started this before December. And I love this fabric right here. This is the light taupe with petite points 32 count merino Lugana. I love all the white polka dots, and I thought this would be cute even for these small ones. Even if I don't do it on this big one, this would be cute to stitch because it already has little snowflakes. So I started this guy here, and let me see if there's a bigger photo of that that's not showing. No, there isn't. So I started stitching him. But what I noticed is you could still have this part just for winter, because by itself, I would have to say it's not really Christmassy. It's totally winter, but it goes Christmassy. So, and I have a fun finish because I am going to talk about, or I am going to show you some Hobby Lobby finds that I found, because there's a new Hobby Lobby down where 45 minutes from where I live too. So not like a couple minutes from Primrose Cottage, which is really funny. So anyways, I started this. This is the length of it. And I think this is going to be cute. I did my own, did I do my own color conversion? Hold on, let me take a peek. I did. I think I did all DMC. So yeah, that is really cute. I love this guy. I think it's darling. This is the Welcome to the North Pole, and that is really, really, really cute. So that is one of my whips there. Okay. So I did, pull this out. I did the Jingle Ball for the first time this year, and that was fun. And I will show you a couple of those things because those are not finished. Although one of them is a finish, actually. I have a couple finishes. So anyways, so I found some new designers that I had heard of, but hadn't really seen their stuff. And I have to say that this is not necessarily my style, this next one that I'm going to share. But I saw a few people make this, and then I just saw one more recently, and I really loved her colors. I did a completely different color, but I was like, that's really, really cute. So, I'll show you those. I have a whole thing that's going to go on with this one that I am really excited to finish. And at the same time, I don't want to finish it because I want to keep doing it because it's going to be fun. So I have the Animal Cracker series, Maggie May from Stacy Nash. Move that stuff out of the way. That's part of my finish. And I haven't ironed a single thing for you guys. I'm so sorry. But here is my finish, or here is my whip. And I did my own colors. I was really impatient. I bought this chart after, oh my gosh, my brain, you guys. After the Jingle Ball, because it was cute. And so then I just got it, then I printed it, and then I was really impatient. Because I still wasn't feeling good, so I wasn't going to go to a store or anything. So I went through my own stash and created my own color conversion for this cutie little bunny rabbit. So, and then I just had to pick fabric. I am bummed right now because I think it would have been better on this platinum, and I don't even know, maybe that's what it's even called for. I don't know, but I think it would have been better on this. I'm using the taupe Lugana, the 32 count. Not a big deal. I think it looks just fine. And then my own color conversion in DMC because that's what I had at home. And so I'm going to make her. And I saw this one lady, and I cannot remember her name, but she made hers, or she was commissioning it for someone else, and she added like little felt strawberries. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do felt carrots for this. Look at all my strings. That looks hideous. So I just practiced and made, and I'm missing a felt carrot, which is probably somewhere else. I think I made 5 little felt carrots, and these are going to be part of her. And I mean, not that I'm going to teach anybody anything, but I think I will make a video showing just how I made these. They're not stuffed because they're so tiny, but they are going to be really, really cute with her. And I love these. I have to go find my 5th one. I don't know where it is. Okay, so with that, this was my thought for her, and I just have to share it because I'm really excited. So obviously I'm going to stuff her. I don't think I'm going to add, I still might add a heart on the back. No, I am going to add a heart on the back. I don't know that I would put scissors in it because I think I'm going to make it more of like a little display for Easter, maybe forever, because it's going to be so cute. So I love a good polka dot. This is going to be the back of her. Let me show it up front here. Got this from Primrose. This is gorgeous. I love this, and I love a good polka dot for anything. Card making, fabric, whatever. I love it. So this is going to be the back of her. And then this is so pretty, and I think it goes so good with her little sweater and her little shoes, that this will be made for the heart. I'll make the heart out of this because it'll just be, you know, the fabric. I think she uses something else. I'm not 100%, but this is what I'm going to use for the back of her. Really, really, really cute. Then, okay, let me get her over here. That's that fabric. So then also when I was at Hobby Lobby, well, let me back up. Then I thought, okay, what else do I want part of the display? Because when I was looking up like how to stitch felt carrots, like I'm sure it has to be easy, but again, I'm not a stitcher like that. So my brain doesn't work that way. And then I found a few designs, and I'm going to kind of combine a couple of designs from inspiration on Pinterest of a little bag that's going to be in the display with Maggie May. I love this, and I can't decide if I'm using the blue or the tan stripe. I'm going to distress it a little bit with some sprays, make it look a little bit old. And then I'm going to cross stitch the word carrots and probably 5 cents or something like that. And then sew that and have it all frayed and sew that on the front of the bag. And then have some bigger felt carrots in there. That's going to be part of my display. And then I found what I'm going to put that in. So let me grab that really quick. From Hobby Lobby, of course. Move that over. This is going to be the display that hopefully everything can fit in. This was the one there was only one size, and it is broken here and broken here. So I just have to glue it, but who cares? But it's cute. It's just simple. It's white. I love it. I love the little handle. So I am going to really deck this out. Maybe attach something here, a little signage here, something. Excuse me. I am so sorry. So that is my whole thought for Maggie May. I might just dress this up a little bit more on the edges, get it a little bit, but for the most part, I think I really love it just like this. So that is my plan for little Miss Maggie May, and I need to hurry up and get her stitched. I stitched her quick, you guys. So right after Christmas, I started her. I did something else. Like I was stitching like crazy, and because I still didn't have a ton of energy, and we were just kind of chilling on the couch. So after Christmas, we had 4 days off. My husband did, and so I have 4 days off with him. And then for New Year's, we had 4 days off, and so I just stitched like a mad woman. So I can't wait to get her done and put all this together. But then I'm going to be sad when it's done because it's going to be so cute. For the Jingle Ball, this class I ordered at the very last second. I picked another class to do, and then I got sick and I could hardly do anything. I went and chatted a little bit in some of the table rooms or whatever, the tables. But I decided to get this gingerbread man because I want to make him a stuffy too. We'll see. I mean, you know, again, I'm not a sewer, and I just am not. But this is, what is this packaging? Oh, this is the Blackberry Primitives hand-dyed cross stitch hot cocoa in 32 count linen. And this is hard for me to stitch on. I think it's because it's a linen, and I think because it's dark. It is, so I'm slow going. This is what I've got started, but I love this. I love this color. I think it's gorgeous. And I think right now I realized, oh no. So yeah, I started him, and I haven't gotten to him yet because I've been having so much fun with Maggie May. But I am going to get to him because here's the thing. I have so many Christmas things that I am loving stitching. I'm going to be doing Christmas all year long. And then I'll throw in some other little things. But Christmas is going to be what I'm really, really working on. So I'm working on him. This is the Gingerbread Man sewing book. I don't think I'm going to make a sewing book. I think I want to make him a cute little stuffy. I thought it's just fun to have this kind of pattern because obviously I can make him bigger or smaller depending on the size of fabric. So that feels kind of fun to me. So that was part of the Jingle Ball, and that was fun. So I got that. Okay, so this was the class Kathy Haberman had, one of her classes. This was the perforated poinsettia. I haven't finished it. I still have to make the flowers and make the pins, but I love it and I think it's beautiful and I cannot wait to finish this. So almost all the way done. Not quite, but I'm getting there. So I will get back to this. This I did stitch part way before the class, watched the class, and then I will finish it. But love it. At the Jingle Ball, obviously, you know, if you've done it, there's shopping that you can do. And so I did. It made me want to go buy things. This I did not buy from there. I bought some other things from there, but first let me show you this. I did buy some things and I'll show you. But this I bought the Stacy Nash Merry Christmas Pin Keep drum. Really, really simple and cute, and I'm a sucker for a snowflake. I just am. And I want to learn how to make a drum, and I'm like, okay, this feels doable. I say doable. Okay, so I stitched this after Christmas. I stitched it really quick, which is probably part of the problem. But the Merry Christmas, I did it, again, white and red decorations. I have a lot of that. 28 count, because that's what I had at home. I wasn't going to go shopping again, so I did this. So I did this. Now, can you see the problem? I think it went like this. I was doing really well, you guys. I started here, doing really, 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 really well until I got here. But I didn't notice that. And I think here too. So these two messed me up. Didn't even pay attention. Hadn't noticed nothing. Came around. And then when I got to here, I'm like, something is really, really off. Really wrong. And I was so sad and so bummed, because I was so bummed I hadn't got to stitch anything all December, that I just wanted to get something done. So this was what I was stitching first thing right after Christmas. Super bummed about it. I decided I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to stitch this anyways. This turned out just fine. Lovely. I love it. And I was like, I'm making it anyways. But I think I will. I'm not going to use this, because this I can use for when I restitch this. But I thought I can use this as a practice for the top. Just, stitch it plain around the sides. Don't stitch anything. Just have it blank. But this will be a good practice for me. But I was really bummed, because it wasn't until I was finished that I was like, something bad happened, because I'm just stitching away and not paying attention. And yeah. So anyways, there's that. I don't know when I'm going to get back to that, but I will, because I really want to learn how to make that, because I'm very excited about just learning new things. Now I think I'm just going to be sharing a lot of the charts that I snagged up. I still have to kit a lot of these up. Some of them are partially kitted. Some of them might be kitted. Some of these things I just bought recently, and some I've had for a little bit. So I'm going to grab those and start sharing those with you. Okay. This is so cute. The Snowball Fight Pin Keep by Stacy Nash. I love the red fabric. I bought floss for this too. I don't have it with me. Sorry, I did buy floss for this. This is how untogether I am. But it's neither here nor there. Whatever. But I wanted to kind of, I think I'll stitch this again for Christmas, but I thought it'd be fun to stitch it for winter. So I grabbed, this is from PTP Fabrics. This is titled 32 count linen, and it looks like it's a bit mottled, which I think is really pretty. But this is going to be, and I did my own color conversion for all of this. And then I think I'm going to use a vintage, I think I bought the vintage chenille to go around there, and I'll probably add some jingle bells to it. But so pretty. And so yeah, I'm going to make this, which I'm super excited about. Then I bought this Coastal Holiday from Hands On Design. My whole house is coastal. You probably can't see behind me, but I have some seashells over here. Oh, there you go. I have seashells everywhere. So this was perfect, and it's Christmassy, which I thought would be really fun. And I could put this in my craft room, even if I don't put it out in my living space or whatever. I could put this in my craft room. So this is going to be, I loved this. So I'm hoping I can find how she made this. But then you have all the little ornaments. I haven't even bought fabric for this or anything, so this is something I'm going to have to get. Okay, next is Santa's Night Tree. So I saw Nicole Spohr had made this from a previous Jingle Ball, but you could get it on this current Jingle Ball. And because I thought that is really cool. I'm not going to do anything the same color. I think the blue is fun, but I want it to feel more Christmassy in color, kind of going with my house. And I definitely want to try to finish it like this. So I'm very excited about this. This is Santa's Night Tree from Hello from Liz Matthews. Super cute. Okay. Some of these charts were free. Some of these I can't even share with you because it's showing it right on the front. This is by Heartstring Sampler Quilted Poinsettia. This was designed by Beth Twist. I just thought this was so pretty as a little ornament. And you could do this in so many different colors. So it could be Christmassy. It could just be winter. I loved this. And so I had to snag this up. There was a lot of freebies too. So that was really fun to grab. I cannot share that one or that one. I'm trying to remember if this was a freebie. This was a freebie, and I think it was from the Jingle Ball. This is Primrose Cottage, designed by Lindsey Waite. Hello Winter. I love the little snowman, and I think it's just a cute little thing. Even if you take components from it and just kind of make something with it, but I think it's really darling. So I definitely am going to want to stitch this one. Oh, sorry. Some of these were freebies that I just can't share. This one was, no, can't share that one. Okay, here we go. The House of Gingerbread pocket. I just loved that it's a gingerbread from Stacy Nash. I actually got both of these from the Jingle Ball because I love everything gingerbread. And so if I can turn something into gingerbread, like even that snowflake that I just showed you, that could be a really cute gingerbread style using the right color, you know, background or fabric, linen for your cross stitch. So I got the House of Gingerbread pocket and then the Gingerbread House sewing book. I'm not going to make sewing books. I do think I like the pocket, which I might translate into these and then, you know, have some decoration out for Christmas. So I'm super excited about these guys. When I'll get to them, I don't know. This one, my husband, he's such a sweetheart. He picked this out for me. I have the floss. This is on light taupe. I don't have the fabric, but I just did the DMC conversion. But this is cute. Cocoa and Cookies by Primrose Cottage. I love it. I thought there's little rolling pins and candies, and I thought even those little singular images are cute. You got your mugs. This one is really cute. So I cannot wait to start this. This was one that my husband saw, like a finished sample at the store, and he was like, that's really cute. I want to get that for you. So that was sweet of him. Okay. Oh, these. And I saw that this is from Hands On Design, and I saw that Kathy had a Halloween one, and so I want to get the Halloween one as well. This is That's a Wrap Christmas collection. And then I believe that there is also to sew the pillows. There's a tutorial for that, I'm pretty sure. Don't hold me to that though. So I have to get everything for this. I don't even have anything for it yet. But I just love this idea of these little wraps that go around. And like I mentioned, there's also a Halloween one that I need to grab too, because I want to do these and I feel like they would be really fun. And just imagine switching up the colors, how many you could make for all different styles. So I'm really looking forward to this one. So fun. This one I thought was really cute for Primrose Cottage, Christmas Magic. I don't think I'll stitch it like this, but I want to stitch little sections. I like the 25-cent. I like the Santa with the hat. The hot cocoa could be one. Just doing the different, you know, like Rudolph. You could just have that, the December 25th. That's really cute. Jingle bells. You could do this and just break it up into different pieces. And that's how some of these, because I'm just not prepared yet to stitch a ginormous thing. Not that this is ginormous, but my brain is looking at these like, how can I break that up into smaller little things? I don't know why that's what my brain does, but it does. So this is Christmas Magic, and that is going to be really cute. Pumpkin Spice Farm. Who doesn't love a layout like this? I love a good sign like this. I think this is really cute. And of course I have to do everything different. But I started this, so sorry I didn't have, oh, I have a needle too on it too. I didn't show this in my starts because I forgot that I started this, and it's a hot mess. But I started the bottom. I like to start at the bottom unless it says really to start in the center of something. So I have that started. I definitely want to get this finished by next year. And this, oh, okay, hold on. This is what I used. Lady Dots Create. This is Creamsicle Chenille trim. So that's what I used on here. And that's what I'm going to use on here. All right. I've had this pattern for a good while now. And I love it. So recently I just bought this blush 32 count Zweigart linen that I'm going to use. I'm not sure. I do like the gray, but I'm not sure what color I'm going to use on this for my floss. I haven't even decided that yet, but I love these two cross stitch patterns. I think they're really, really cute for Valentine's Day. So I definitely want to get these going, at least one of them. I think I'm going to start with this one first because that one's really, really sweet. And then I saw this Let It Snow by Brenda Gervais, and I think it's so pretty. Like, I don't want to change a single color on it. I think it is so pretty. When I bought it on Etsy, I had to buy it with this Goodness Gracious. This is not really my style. I think it's kind of cute. Not really my style, so I'm probably going to end up giving this away. I'm not going to try to do that right now, but I'm not going to use it, and I just don't want to waste it. So anyways, I'm going to do the Let It Snow, and like I said, I think I'm going to do everything. I love the trim. I love everything about it. So I'm really excited to get started on this. Okay, before we say goodbye. Okay, I found this from Hobby Lobby. I think this is really cute because it's double-sided. Now, I'm going to paint the metal. I'm going to probably paint it white. Not 100%, but I don't want it black. But I thought this would be fun because you could have something on both sides. There was something about it. Even my husband was like, I think you should snag that up because that's going to be really cute. So I picked that up from Hobby Lobby. This guy right here, really matters. This guy right here, let me back up. How cute is this? Excuse all my mess. I'm on the wrong side. All my mess because that's my cross stitch mess. But how cute is this? So this is actually going to be the finish, I think for this snowman. I think this guy here. I think that might be the finish for that. Obviously I'll use fabric and, you know, lay it out, but I think because this could be out for Christmas and for winter. So this might be the finish for that guy. Okay, then I found this because I'm a sucker for a scallop. I'll tear this off, but how cute is this? You know what, let me grab, because I shared this before. I didn't share it this time, but I think what's going to be on that is, let me just, okay, because it'll fit. It will fit. I am making for my, you know, brand name is Create It With Joy. So I am creating a cross stitch that's going to say Create It With Joy. And I thought that will fit perfect on my scallop. Oh my goodness. Won't that be great for on here? So that is going to be a sign, and I'll probably put it back here on my shelving. So that's going to be that. I'm very excited about that. And that was pretty, I think that was like 50% off, or it was something good. Then this one, this sucker's huge, but and I feel like it can go either way. It can go like this or like this, but it's so pretty. Look how pretty that is. So I'm going to do the camera down. Hold on. Okay. So here it is, nice and big. What I thought was really interesting is between these 2 points here is to get cross stitches that would fit in here, either horizontal or vertical. And what my husband said he could do is drill into this a little bit. Well, I think it's, I don't know what it is, but he could drill into it in a few spots, probably just in the center, and add some really strong magnets and inset those. And then when I make a cross stitch finish, I can just put little magnets on the back, and it can just magnet to this. So I can just change out whatever I want on this, and it can just be a display in the house. But I can change it out all the time, so it doesn't have to be permanent. So whatever fits in here, however it fits, it's little or not, this is still really pretty, but I can use it. So that is how I'm going to finish that. I just loved it, and I thought, and even my husband was like, that's a really good one. You should definitely get that and try to use it for something like that. So that's my Hobby Lobby haul along with that fabric that I got, and I think that's it. So now I can actually say goodbye. Sorry, I was a little bit all over the place at the end trying to be organized here, but again, I appreciate you guys stopping by. I'll be back hopefully again in another month and having more fun things to share with you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you then. Bye.